Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk. I'm Heidi Smith. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the United Kingdom, and today I'm just going to share with you my little advent calendar village. So the great thing about this is they're individual boxes, so if you haven't got round to doing your advent calendar yet, you can make them as you go along. And I've done 3 little houses in red and gold, which you can see here, and they're really big spacious boxes. So I've got things like, for example, some Haribo little individual packets in those. They probably hold 2, so if you've got 2 children in your house or grandchildren, those would be perfect. This one, you can see I haven't stuck the roof on that one yet, but this one, it holds a lint snowflake in there, so a little bit taller, and as I say, haven't quite got round to finishing that one. That's the next video. And then the final one, this one here, has got so it holds up to 2 of our Cadbury fudge in there. And I say the idea of this is that you can add to them as you want. You can add whatever treats you want into there. And you see I've used the lovely Wonder of the Season designer series paper, great for using offcuts. This is lovely foiled red and gold sort of script type paper. So all of the patterns come in both red and gold, and they're absolutely perfect for adding a little bit of sparkle and shine to whatever project you happen to be working on. I'm also going to be sharing with you a lovely gift box with this as well, which I'll just show you here, which just makes the most of the paper as well. So this is coming up in the next week too, but this is, you know, Get Advent Done. The numbers are from the Playful Alphabets fabulous die set. You can see here it's got alphabet and numbers and hashtags and things like Cedilla, so you know, even if you're sending them abroad to people who speak a different language, you've got those options there. And you've also got duplicate letters, so you've got 2 I's, 2 A's, 2 N's, so those popular ones that you know you're going to use a lot of, you've got 2 of each of those. And I've used our dimensional foam, so this is the foam sheet to cut these out. So you add the foam sheet to the back of your card, then die cut, and then they're immediately ready to just stick on. Really speeds things up. You can see I started doing them without, and I decided I wanted some dimension, so straight in with that there. And I've just pinged, oh, okay, I'll find that in a moment. I've just pinged my plus sign. Oh, there it is. That's why I have it on a magnetic sheet. So this is the first size we're going to be doing, this one here. I'll be doing a video literally over the next 2 days. You'll be getting videos to make the other 2 sizes as well, so you can get crack on with your little Advent village. So really simple tea light boxes, a couple of sheets of DSP just on the top there, and I've just used some little pegs. You could use binder clips, whatever you happen to have to hand. And then I've done some embossing with the snowflake wishes, so lovely heat embossing on that as well. So for this size of little house, you're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 21 by 14.5 centimetres. So with your cardstock, 21 by 14.5, and you're going to score, she says optimistically, at the this is the very straightforward one. You're going to score at 5, at 10, at 15, get my extender bar out, and at 20. Then again you're going to score on the short at 5, at 10, and at 13.5, like so. You can score the diagonals if you want, entirely up to you. If you want to score the diagonals, just work out which one's going to be your front and your back, and which you want to be the sort of gable end. So you just want to mark the middle point and score the diagonals on 2 of those sections there. I find, to be honest, you don't need to. So it's up to you entirely. Okay, heat embossing then. First thing you're going to need to do is use your embossing buddy, just to your anti-static bag, to keep your area clear. Use your Versamark, and same as usual, I tap probably more than 3 times, and the reason I'm stamping after scoring is because it just makes it easier to get that placement, broadly speaking, in the centre. Nobody is going to worry, I don't think, about whether it's in the centre or not. But you know what, if you can get it more or less central, all the better. I then use a piece of just ordinary photocopier paper, printer paper. I'm just going to I fold that in half and then pop my card on the top. Then I'm using my white embossing powder. Cover liberally, lift up and give it a good tap. If you get any stray flakes, well, first of all, if you get any that haven't stuck very well, just come in with a bit of extra powder. And then if you get anything like here where you've got a few, just take a little paintbrush. I personally, with the white, don't think it matters so much because it kind of looks almost like sort of snow falling. But it is up to you how much of a perfectionist you are. And then once that's done, embossing powder away, because the first thing I will do is knock that over. So, lid on. Then grab your heat tool. I always heat from underneath, and I hold it in one place, I don't waft it about. So just hold it until you see that change with the powder. Takes a few moments if your heat tool isn't heated up already. And then once it's changed, just keep it on there a fraction longer to allow it to kind of smooth over. I didn't do a very good job of clearing that one at all. In fact, I haven't done a very good job of cleaning any of these off, but hey, there we go. Luckily most of that's on the base. So you can see it's just changing, and as you go underneath, hopefully you can see that. So it goes from being sort of quite dull to that magic moment with heat embossing where it turns liquid, and then say hold it just a few seconds longer just to allow it to smooth out. It should be nice and smooth, not pitted. So if yours is pitted, either you need to go in a little bit more powder, or you need to re-ink your Versamark potentially as well. Okay, so once you've done that, you end up with a piece like this that you then need to trim. So you're going to come in with your snips and trim away. So you're going to trim away this skinny bit, and if you're ever not sure which one you want to do, so work out 2 things. First of all, you're going to work out, fold and reinforce. Gosh, I've got embossing powder everywhere. Okay, no wonder everything's covered in embossing powder. So you need to decide whether or not you're going to score those, do those score lines. Oh dear, right, it's everywhere. Okay, so having, right, decide which is going to be your front and your back, and where you want your gable ends to be. So it could be that you want it to be like this one, where you have the roof coming down to the front, or you might want it at the end there. Either way, decide which one it's going to be, and whichever one's going to be your front, you always want the straight flap on there, because that's where you want a nice smooth finish. The other ones can be chopped off a little bit and notched out, so that's either side of your straight ones, and that just helps reduce the bulk a little bit, and helps it fold more easily. Okay. So you're then going to glue the side here, and as I say, decide whether you're going to do a gable end or not. If you wanted to, then all you need to do, so for example on this one, if we wanted the gable at the front, this is 5, so just mark at 2.5 and just do a quick score line down from that middle point to those. Repeat it on this one here. If you're not fussed about that, then that's fine, no need to worry about it. I'm going to use my Seal Plus, come down there, and I'm going to do the same on my the flaps. So I'm going to fold the back in, and remember it's marked on the front here, so I'm just going to add some seal to the front there. And as I said, on this one, because we decided we were going to have a gable end on the front, oh, forgot to fold and reinforce those score lines. Pinch it together, and if it hasn't folded, just pop your finger inside there, like so. There we go. Just wiggle the top there, and you can see that's come together beautifully. Now all we need now are 2 pieces of DSP. So they are really simple. I've just made them slightly wider and slightly deeper than my my roof. So these are 6.5 centimetres wide by 5.5 deep. And I've just scored on the top there at 1 centimetre. And then all I'm going to do is just use a bit of wet glue to add one on. And I would recommend you do one at a time. Ask me how I know. So just get that one in place. And when that one is in place and fairly centred, you can just add the glue to the other side and add that to the middle there. Now all that remains to do is to pop your treats inside and to add your number to the front. So just, as I say, I've got some little pegs that I'm just using. Then all I'm going to do there is just on the front pop my this front, there we go, pop one of my numbers on there. Now depending on which colourway, I've kind of mixed mine up quite a bit, so I'm just going to pop, you see here, I've taken a 1¼ inch circle and just punched that out. Just putting a dimension on the back there, and then I've used some real red cardstock and just pop that on the front. And there we have another little advent box. I'll come back with the dimensions in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.